So we've been clear, the media, the establishment, the editorials, everybody is saying that Bernie should drop out. And we gave our thoughts about what might happen in the near future during our election coverage last night. But what do the Bernie Sanders supporters think? What are the most rabid Bernie Sanders supporters? Those who were actually at the rally last night during the California primary. Jordan Chariton, our traveling political reporter, spoke with some. So if we can play these 3 videos back to back, you're going to see a couple of different opinions on what they think about Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton.
To give the American people only a choice between the devil and a demon isn't the right choice. We should have someone that we actually truly believe in. Actually someone that has the principles and the legislation that they're going to actually give when they're in office that means something. That means something towards the people. This grassroots movement is something that the political establishment has been scared of. They're so scared of us that they created this system of super delegates to be able to stop something like this, a populist movement. They're going to see at the convention that we're not just whining, we don't need to fall in line, that this system is rigged, and we're here not to fall in line behind them, we're here to show them that the system is corrupt and we want true political change in this country.
It's not our fault that she's a weak candidate. It's not our fault that she's going to possibly lose to Trump anyways. You put Bernie in, there's no way he loses to Trump. It's just a fact. Anybody, they know that as well as we know that, but they just don't want their person to lose, and I can get that. But they can't be mad at us for not wanting to support somebody who is the embodiment of what we just are against, pretty much.
Why can't I vote for the candidate that I feel is the best for the future of this country? Why do I have to settle for somebody just to beat another evil? You know, you hear that whole lesser of two evil things. I'm gonna make sure my voice is heard. And for me to not stand up for what I believe in completely and to just go with the status quo, I'd be a hypocrite, you know, a non-believer to say that. So, no, I don't feel that we're going to be responsible for anything that happens. I always said, is a vote for Hillary is a vote for Trump. A vote for Bernie is a vote for a future. I'm not interested in making history. I'm interested in making a future for this country.
So I like Jordan regulating in the middle of that interview.
Yeah.
Get out of my shot.
Okay. We're doing it live.
Right. Okay, now to the substance of it. One, they make a spectacularly obvious point that unfortunately is not made very often on television. Who is responsible for getting people to vote for Hillary? Hillary. Okay, so that was what the second guy was saying. Like, no, it's your job to figure out how to be progressive enough for us to get excited about you, right? And then the second guy made another great point where he said, a vote for Hillary is a vote against Trump, and which, by the way, that's the reason, if it was just Hillary versus Trump, that's the reason I'd vote for Hillary Clinton. Mm-hmm. But a vote for Bernie Sanders is a vote for ideas. So it's not like we think, like, oh my God, Bernie Sanders as a human being is so attractive. Right? Like, I mean, in whatever way that you think.
Not bad. I mean, for his age, I'm not.
Right, and we're not talking about physically, but for whatever reason that we're so drawn to her that I'm with him. Yeah. I'm with him. No, we like his progressive ideas, and we know that he's going to champion those ideas. Yeah. And that's why we're actively voting for him. Now, Hillary Clinton could easily pick up those voters. Well, it's not easy given her record, to be honest, but she could if she also persuasively championed those ideas. Yeah. Then I'm happy to be with her.
It wouldn't be difficult to do. The establishment has to go with her. They're not going to support Trump. She could easily be more liberal, and she'd still have all the donations and all. There was an editorial I read. The main bulk of it was we're allowed to be excited that a woman is going to be president. And in it, which is a fine thesis, I suppose, but then in it, they were like, of course she's not perfect. After all she's had to do to get to this point, she's had to make compromises and stuff like that, which first of all takes all the agency away from her. She doesn't make choices. She's just been forced to do this stuff. But she now is still for the death penalty. Could easily switch that. There's no huge money behind that. That's a personal position that she holds. On fracking, on all these issues, campaign finance, she could do something now and still have the support of every politician and most of the billionaires in the country. She's choosing not to.
So I love the points that those supporters made once Jordan interviewed them. And so for all the people in the establishment press who are, you know, derisively talking about Sanders supporters, you might want to interview them. Maybe you'll find out what they actually think. So go to, or just watch youtube.com/TYTpolitics and find out.
Yeah.
That's where.
That would really cut into their podium watch.
Of the empty
2016.
podium of Donald Trump and now sometimes Hillary Clinton. But John's point is also excellent. So there is nowhere else for Democrats or even the establishment to go at this point in Hillary Clinton, which should free her up to do anything she wants. If she was waiting for an opportunity to be secretly liberal all this time, because that's a lot of the argument people make. Oh, she had to be pragmatic, but wait till you see. Once she becomes president, then she'll do the Scooby-Doo trick and she'll be like, oh, I'm actually a liberal, right? But she could do that right now.
Yeah.
She would gain all the Sanders voters. It would be a politically savvy move to make. The people who are right of her, the people who are supporting Trump now, are so far to the right of her that she's not going to lose any of those people, right?
Because in past
she couldn't
elections-
have gained them in the first place.
In past elections, they would have said she has to appeal to the middle because the Democrat and the Republican, they compete for the people in the middle. That's the classic triangulation. But that's done. Donald Trump has already driven off the cliff, and most of the crazy conservatives have gone with him. She now needs to appeal to progressives. And so she doesn't even have that excuse to fall back on.
So if she is actually a secret liberal, perfect. This is the best time to prove it. It will help you politically, hence it will be pragmatic, the argument that they love, right? And you'll get to show your true nature. And then real progressives might be like, hey, you know what? All right. If she's actually a real liberal like that, and she was playing politics, I didn't love that she played politics, but okay, here we are. So let's go for it. But we'll get to find out. And my guess is that she won't take that opportunity and she'll continue to do old school politics. And the Clintons learned that you have to be, in their minds, in favor of the death penalty in order to win in America. But that was a calculation made decades ago.
And it was probably stupid then.
But today that does not apply anymore after we've released so many people from death row. And we're giving one of dozens of examples where she can be more progressive, right?
Yeah.
Because it turns out they were innocent, et cetera. It's an easy way. I did it. I was for the death penalty. And then I said, oh my God, we let dozens of people off of death row because it turns out they were innocent. Well, I don't want to kill innocent people. How easy is that?